Grace and peace, everyone. Chris here, the Berean apologist, and welcome to the Bible Truth Perspective, where it's not about what you say, I say, or even they say, but it's about what the Word of God says. Because here we elevate the scriptures above all else. Okay, so notice these so-called healers. They always do all these gimmicks and carry out these weird actions in order to compensate for what they are unable to do. Now, notice this, that if they were just standing there and waiting for the healing to take place, then it would put too much attention to the fact that everyone would be noticing that nothing is really taking place, nothing is really happening. So they have to put in the theatrics in order to make it seem like something is actually taking place. So you will hear them like blowing the mics to create an effect, or maybe they're shouting and screaming.
Why you creep him up? Why you creep him up? Why you creep him up? Out!
Or maybe giving the person some weird instruction to carry out some strange activity.
Do you sleep with the man for the last 7 days?
No.
Then tie his feet.
All that is to mask or distract people from noticing the fact that nothing is really happening. Only a nice, well put together dramatization woven together into trickery. Because at the end of it all, the results are always the same. Either they overinflate or exaggerate something that the person could have done all along, or hope that the thing that they are healing is nothing external or physical, like a pain or a discomfort in the body, so that they can manipulate the person into denial to say that they are not feeling it anymore. Or they just tell you it will take some time to see the results.
It will take hours. It will take hours for it to come out. Spirit and graft in him already. Bring him back Sunday. Let you walk.
Hoping that people are not going to follow up. Then they always end up with you putting some money into the offering plate.
Prepare your tithes and offering.
Then you go home with no change or improvement whatsoever.
Time to go home.
And if you should be bold enough to ask, then they will tell you your faith wasn't strong enough. Listen, if someone is truly operating in the gift of healing or any kind of miracle, they don't have to put on a spectacle. They would just get to the point without delay and just heal away. That rhymed, right? No fanfare, no trickery, no theatrics, no bag of talking. Just make like Nike and just do it. And when it's over, no one will have to question whether something miraculous had took place, because the clear evidence will be there for everyone to see. Even the skeptics and the unbelievers won't be able to deny that something miraculous really took place. You know what? Let's look at what a real example of what an actual healing looks like. Let's look at what the scriptures say. In Acts 14 verses 8 to 19, it reads, "Now at Lystra there was a man sitting who could not use his feet." Sounds familiar, right? Just like this little boy. He was crippled from birth and had never walked. He listened to Paul speaking, and Paul, looking intently at him and seeing that he had faith to be made well, said in a loud voice, "Stand upright on your feet." And he sprang up and began walking. Now notice Paul didn't have to tell him to get on the ground or to tie a cloth around his legs or even shout, get out, or even scream, be healed, be healed. All Paul did was look at the man intently and commanded the crippled man, who has never walked before, to stand upright on his feet. And what was the result? The man sprang up and began walking. Now watch this. And when the crowds saw what Paul had done, they lifted up their voices, saying in Lycaonian, "The gods have come down to us in the likeness of men." Barnabas they called Zeus, and Paul Hermes, because he was a chief speaker. So notice there were no doubts about what had just taken place. It was clear to all. Even the unbelievers saw that a miracle had just taken place. So much so that they thought Paul was a god, and that came down in the flesh. So this is what true healings and miracles really look like. Not like this wannabe prophet.